Hey guys, Alex Duda here with Romexterra Fire and Water Restoration, bringing you your Tip Tuesday of the week. Today we're going to talk about the drying process. We're here at the Marvelous Warehouse, and I was kind of lazy to get out of the office, so I just ran in the back. I'm like, okay, I'll grab a few blowers and go from there. Kind of cool fact actually, this was our first dryer that we ever bought, purchased quite a while ago. As you can see, it's clearly not the most professional, sexy piece of equipment, but it got our small jobs done until we realized this is quite not exactly what we need. But I want to talk to you about what happens when some sort of pipe bursts, or maybe your toilet overflows, or maybe your sump pump fails. Those are kind of common things that I've seen go along. You call us, you call our emergency hotline at 773-392-9271, and you're like, okay, what now? So we'll come out, regardless if it's 2 in the morning or 11 at night or even during business hours. Those are preferable times, by the way. But we'll come out. We're 24/7, and within an hour of the call being placed, we typically are going to be on site. Once we come on site, we'll kind of assess the damage. We'll look over your insurance policy, see exactly what we need to do. First things first. First part of the structural drying process is to remove any wet building material. So if you have any drywall, any carpet or anything like that, we're going to have to tear it out, because as you can see, regular drywall, I've actually got sheets of drywall here, nice and hard and stiff, right? If we wet this drywall, first of all, it's going to absorb all the moisture and keep it within, and second of all, the material itself is going to deface. It's going to start getting soft, smushy, and crunchy, and that's definitely not going to hold up, and you're definitely going to have wall damage there. So we'll want to tear out all that. Any carpet pad is going to have to get torn off. Carpet typically can be salvaged and so on and so forth. So once we've removed all the wet building material that's unsalvageable, we'll begin the structural drying process. And what that includes is some of the blowers, not necessarily that small one, but we might use one of them like this. We'll place a few of these blowers. These things are great. They're pretty much like big fans. So this one, you can actually bring the carpet over. We'll use this for carpet or any sort of floor or wall cavity drying. So we'll use some sort of blower like this in order to dry out the place. What this does is it increases this ventilation, and it pretty much promotes the moisture evaporation. The higher the circulation you have within the air, the faster the water vapors will go ahead and evaporate from the air. And then what we also will bring in is a dehumidifier, which is this big thing right here. The cool thing about this, filters the air and pretty much condenses the moisture within the air and puts it somewhere where you would want it. So this one has a hose, we can take it out to your bathtub or your toilet or something like that. And some of our other dehumidifiers have like a big bucket that you can empty out. So essentially what we're trying to do in this situation is bring down the relative humidity levels within the building overall to underneath 60%. So we'll be around 50, 55, depending on what kind of living space it is. By doing this, we can pretty much create an environment in which mold won't want to grow. Mold typically likes to grow in high humidity levels and so on and so forth. So by opening up the wall cavities and pretty much ventilating the whole area, we're ensuring that overall in the whole affected area, the humidity level will be low enough, and also that there's no wet damaged building material, or we can dry it out, such as the wall plates, the joists, ceiling joists, if you have any water damage up in the ceiling, and so on and so forth. So those are kind of the tools we use. We also will spray some antimicrobial, which is right over here. I can kind of give you a little dip. So this is an antimicrobial. We typically use mold armor. We'll be able to spray it out like this all over, and this will also be able to prevent mold from growing and kill any bacteria that might cause mold. So that was your quick, short, impromptu Tip Tuesday of the day. I was literally sitting in the office and I was like, man, I gotta do this Tip Tuesday. Hopped off my desk, grabbed Marie, grabbed the phone. We did our Tip Tuesday. It's a little rusty, but they'll get better along the time. But other than that, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me, text me, call me, anything like that. And thank you so much for listening. This is Alex Duda, Romexterra Fire and Water Restoration, your Tip Tuesday of the day.